So I just finished reading Palahniuk's Survivor. It's the fourth book of his that I've read. I've read Invisible Monsters, Choke, Lullaby, and now this one. If you've never read any of his books, I strongly suggest picking one up. They're all beautiful works of art, satirical and mocking a lot of American culture, which I enjoy a lot. It's been compared to contemporary Vonnegut, which is also my other favorite author, which I'm going to start reading this, Slaughterhouse-Five, tonight maybe. Just wanted to get some comments down on what I thought about the book. And I really love the writing and the creativity and everything like that, but there's this really beautiful love story involved, and it's just sort of tragic and dysfunctional. But there's just times in the book where you know that, like, even though the characters are really fucked up and their ideas of love are completely different than, I guess, what modern society may mold love into be, even though they don't have those same views or that same feeling, they have a different kind of love that I think is more valuable. And maybe you'll have to read the book to figure that out. And certainly that's not what the book is about at all. But it kind of, that aspect of the book, I don't know, maybe being a girl or being emotional or something like that, that aspect of the book, the underlying love story, I don't know, it's just really, really tender and really powerful for me. But by no means is the book a love story at all. It's definitely not. It is it's a story about human corruption, suicide, being a celebrity, the kind of, the extent to which a person can go for something that they may not want, the tragedy that media has on life, not even just media, just culture, the impact that culture makes on an individual. It's also about cleaning houses and airplane crashes and a girl who can see the future. Pretty neat book. So pick one up or go to the library. I did that today. Picked up Vonnegut and another Chuck book because I knew I would finish that one today. And I don't know, maybe I'll read a passage. I don't know how long have I been going. 4.5 minutes. Okay, this is chapter 43, I think. 43, page 254, which is actually in the beginning of the book, which is kind of weird. He's visiting a mausoleum, and he's visiting somebody who he believes that he killed. Anyways, this year, this girl is here, a day late with nothing special assortment of polyester tulips and anemone. The classic Victorian flower of sorrow and death, of sickness and desertion, and watching her from my ladder at the far end of the west gallery on the 6th floor of the Contentment, making notes in my little field guide, is me. The flower in front of me is specimen 237, post-war rayon chrysanthemum, post-war because there wasn't silk enough for rayon or wire enough to make flowers during World War II. Wartime flowers are crepe paper or rice paper, and even in the constant dry 50 degrees of the Columbia Memorial Mausoleum, these flowers have all crumbled to dust. In front of me is crypt number 678, Trevor Hollis, age 24, survived by his mother and father and his sister. Much beloved, loving son, in loving remembrance. My latest victim. I found him. Crypt number 678 is a tier high up the gallery wall. The only way to get a closer look is with a stepladder or a casket lift. And even from the top of a stepladder 2 steps higher than is safe, I can see something is different about the girl. It's something European. Something malnourished. It isn't the daily recommended allowance of food and sunshine that make you beautiful by any North American standard. There's something waxy about how her arms and legs come out of her dress looking raw and white. You could see her living behind barbed wire, and coming up inside me is the desperate hope that maybe she's dead. This is how I feel watching old movies at home where vampires and zombies come back from the grave, hungry for human flesh. Inside me is the same desperate hope I have watching the ravenous undead and thinking, oh please, oh please, oh please. The craving inside of me is to be clutched at by some dead girl, to put my ear to her chest and be hearing nothing. Even getting munched on by zombies beats the idea that I'm only flesh and blood, skin and bone. Demon or angel or evil spirit, I just need something to show itself. Ghouly or ghosty or long-legged beastie, I just want my hand held. From up here in the 6th tier of the crypts, her black dress looks ironed to high gloss. The thin white arms and legs of her look covered tight in a newer, low-quality kind of human skin. Even from up high, her face looks mass-produced. King of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 1. How beautiful are thy feet with shoes, O princess daughter! The joints of thy thighs are like jewels. Even with the sun on everything outside, everything inside is still cold to the touch. The light is through stained glass, the smell is rain-soaked into the walls made of cement. The feel of everything is polished marble, the sound is somewhere, the drip of old rain sliding along rebar, the drip of rain through the cracked skylights, the drip of rain inside unsold crypts. The girl looks up and has to see me, and then she's coming soundless in her black felt kind of shoes across the marble floor. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think that's the first time that they meet. She's obviously the sister of the brother whose crypt that he just found. It gets way better. But you're just going to have to read it yourself. It's a good book. So, thanks for listening.